Hey, alright mate. Don't suppose you got an iPhone charger, have you? Shane? Shane Watkins again.
Hey mate.
You bloody follow me or something? What are the chances? I saw you in Shepherd's Bush. What are we doing in Shepherd's Bush of the week?
Yeah, we're doing the same thing.
The confidence video. Guys, check out my confidence video if you haven't seen it yet.
So what are you doing here then, James?
We're just getting a bit of outdoor cardio and trying to shred off some body fat.
What, on your bike?
Yeah, definitely.
So wouldn't that be better on a treadmill or something?
Well, not necessarily. In fact, come on, I'll show you. In fact, bring your camera. So what a beautiful setting.
Oh dear.
Sorry? What, have I got something in my hair?
No, dear.
Oh. Hey, what's up everyone? So no, I didn't actually ride my bike into the pond. I'm not that rubbish, but if you want to do that, you help yourself. What I'm here to talk to you about today is the magic of doing outdoor cardio. So we are in the beautiful, beautiful Richmond Park. So lucky to have this lovely outdoor space right on my doorstep. Well, 6 miles from my doorstep. And what an amazing place to be able to do some running and some cycling. And the goal here is to burn body fat, of course. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how you can use these two fabulous tools to shift some weight, shift some body fat, enjoy a bit of sun, a bit of fresh air. Sounds amazing, right? Who needs a gym? So what are the benefits of doing your cardio outdoors? Why wouldn't you just stay and use a treadmill, cross trainer, spin bike? Well, the answer to that could be fairly obvious to most of you. It's actually probably a bit more enjoyable to be out in the sun or in the fresh air. So there's a major psychological impact of being outdoors and surrounded by green. And then obviously when you're doing cardio, you know, how much you enjoy doing it has a really good impact on how compliant you're going to be to your cardio regime. So if you're dead set on doing an hour of cardio a day, you're going to get pretty depressed walking on a treadmill at 6 AM in the same gym, looking at the same people with your headphones on. So if you can get out and about, you kind of remove that element straight away and you're probably more likely to stick to your plan. If you're taking it a bit less seriously and just trying to do it for sort of general health, weight loss, weight maintenance, again, just being outdoors is going to sort out your mood perfectly. And there are endless varieties of outdoor cardio that you can do. I'm going to touch on cycling because most people can get a bike quite easily. I'm also going to do a little bit of running. Don't laugh, I'm 104 kilos, so if you don't like my running technique, then just don't say anything.
Wow, James, that's a very nice bike.
Yeah, she's a beaut, isn't she?
Oh yeah.
Lovely carbon frame. Do you know what? How about some sexy slow-mo montage?
Cue slow-mo montage. No, James, the slow-mo's done in process, buddy.
Alright, I don't have to...
Nah.
Oh, sorry. Alright, so let's cover L.I.S.S training on the bike. Like I said, you probably already know this, but L.I.S.S training is your lower intensity style of riding. So what you're going to do is you're going to maintain a relatively steady pace for probably more than 20 or 30 minutes. You're going to keep your heart rate fairly low. So for those of you into your endurance events, we'll be looking at zone 1 or zone 2, which is from about 65 to 75% of your maximum heart rate. Okay, so for me that's 120 is top of zone 1, and I think 120 is the top of zone 2. So in theory your body's burning a little bit more fat at that intensity. So what you want to do is not tank it too much along the straights and just keep a feral cadence, and I'll take you down the road and we'll do some of that in a second. Alright, so covering HIIT training on the bike. So now with HIIT training we're starting to up the intensity and we're doing much shorter bursts of training. If we're talking about heart rate zones, you're going to be much higher up into zone 3, 4 and 5, maybe even approaching your maximum heart rate. As discussed in my previous videos, when you're at your higher and your maximum heart rate, you're burning much more glycogen and there's much more intensity going through your actual muscles. Again, this boosts your metabolic rate. So with your HIIT training, we're going to find 2 different ways for you to measure your exertion. What we're going to do is we're going to use distance as a marker. So we might be riding along and we're going to see a tree in the distance. It might be 100 meters away. You're going to say, right, there's my marker. I'm going to go as fast as I can to the tree. I'm going to roll back nice and gently, turn around, do it again. That's your interval. Sprint there, roll back, sprint there, roll back. Okay, so we might do something like a 20-second sprint, 40-second back. All right, that's a 1-to-2 work-rest ratio. That's a pretty decent interval ratio. Another option is, rather than using distance as a marker, we could be using time as a marker. So we might decide we're going to sprint hard for 30 seconds and then we're going to spin nice and easily for 30 seconds. That's a 1-to-1 work-rest ratio. Again, with this system, you just need to make sure you've got a watch on, or you've got the stopwatch on your iPhone, whatever it might be, and you don't need to have any like landmarks in mind. You're just going for time. So there you go. So you use time and distance to judge your interval, whatever's more convenient. It might be fun to mix them up a little bit. So let's go and have a little go. Alright, so there you go, nice bit of bike riding there, but what if you don't have a sexy bike, just like JAE? Seriously speaking, if you want to do running instead, you're outdoors, awesome. I'm going to talk to you about how you can use L.I.S. and HIIT training with just a pair of legs to get your fat burning furnace skyrocketing. So if you're going to do L.I.S. training, you need a little bit more time because we're working at a lower intensity. So we're talking like 20 or 30 minutes plus, running along at a nice constant speed, keeping your heart rate in that lower zone, in the lower threshold. I recommend for maximum fat burning, certainly below 140 beats a minute. For most people, maybe between 120, 140. So if you've got a heart rate monitor, you'll be absolutely fine. If you're not, you'll just be like, But yeah, so those are your heart rate zones for your fat burning in your L.I.S. If you're doing HIIT training, a bit more fun, you're going to do some short sprints. I recommend 20-second sprint, 20-second rest, sprint to the tree, walk back. Basically you can make up as you go along, but you need much less time when you're doing HIIT training and sprint training. So let's just show you a few examples, see what it looks like with a big heavy bodybuilder trying to run. So there you go, nice bit of outdoor cardio on the bike. So the main question I know you guys are asking is, which one should I do? Should I do the HIIT or should I do the L.I.S.? The answer is fairly simple, just fit it into your lifestyle. So basically, if you're on a lunch break, you've only got a little bit of time, HIIT training's perfect for you. Bang out 20 minutes of sprints, job done, back to the office. If you're on more of a leisurely ride with like your friends or your family, you know you've got like 2 hours to spend, boom, perfect fat burning zone, 2 hours of burning fat. Or if you're particularly lucky, you want to do a bit of both, mix it up, HIIT and L.I.S. training. Booyah! So on the topic of fat loss, I've got an amazing free ebook called 50 Abs and Diet Tips. You guys and girls can get your hands on it for free and you get to join my lovely mailing list. Just click the link below and it's all yours.